Oh, man.
They missed us.
Are you sure about that?
I know they missed us.
I don't know.
The last couple of weeks, people were like, what's up with Hit List Live? We're on vacation, y'all.
I know. Hey, you know what? Happy New Year, everybody.
Absolutely.
This is 2026. How crazy is that already?
Now it's the 7th of January. Are we still good with saying Happy New Year? Like, is this? Do we have a 1 week limit on this?
This is our first 2026 Hit List Live, so that's why.
I think that's a good point though. It's not about how many days past the New Year it is. It's like if you've seen somebody for the first time that New Year, then you can continue to say Happy New Year.
All right.
That's why I say Happy New Year in June.
Okay, I was going to say, what month does it
Yeah.
end? All right.
I'll say Happy New Year in June. I'll do it.
That's cool.
Watch me.
I know you will. What's going on? It is Freska and Rudy. It is Hit List Live.
Absolutely.
And remember, you can catch us every weekday morning on 102.9, the best throwbacks in R&B.
And we're running up the numbers on Hit List Live, and we're building this thing. This is going to be epic. This is going to be. We're going to turn this into an empire.
Yes, we are.
Don't let the numbers fool you right now,
but
guys.
You know who has built an empire for himself, though? Let's just get right in this, man.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg, dude. He's at it again.
Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay.
He is everywhere. He's everywhere, and he's doing a lot of sports commentating lately.
He has.
And he and the Warriors and Steve Kerr, they definitely got a full experience. If you didn't hear or see it on TV, then here's a little clip of it.
Uh-oh, Steve gonna get thrown out. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
He's already gone.
Steve banging Inglewood right now. Inglewood, get him, Steve.
You see what I'm saying? Like, as much as I love Snoop Dogg, he was instigating right there,
He
though.
was totally instigating that. I mean, tell everybody exactly what's going on in that clip because they may not have seen what's going on.
In case you missed the game, it was a couple of nights ago. It was Clippers versus the Warriors. They're playing, as Snoop, told you, in Inglewood. So they were definitely in the enemy territory.
Yes.
And there was a terrible call made, and of course, like any other basketball coach, Steve Kerr got up off the bench, ran to midcourt and started arguing. Yeah, he was protesting with the referee.
Yeah.
And Snoop Dogg had to he was on the sideline just being like the guest commentator, but it was perfect timing. And that's the thing that I love so much about Snoop Dogg, because he's the perfect example of being in the right place at the right time. Every single time he's done some sports commentating, he was just being a guest.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something crazy happens, and Snoop just gets to comment on it.
He was in the Olympics. Well, he wasn't in the Olympics competing, obviously, but
the 420 Olympics. He was definitely on that. It was a joint rolling Olympics.
He was commentating, and then I was like, "What is he doing here?" But he does add a lot of life to it, though.
I mean, it's just not the ordinary commentator. That's why people love it so much. Listen, if that was anybody else, if that was Marv Albert wouldn't have been like, "Oh, Inglewood."
Yeah. Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Marv Albert would have been like, "Oh, this is a disgrace to the NBA. Get him off the court. This is not the NBA."
I like your accent.
That's
by the
pretty
way.
good, right?
That's a good one. But he did this. He commentated on some equestrian thing with Kevin Hart, and he was all like, "Oh, the horse is doing a crit walk."
Oh,
or something like.
And again, it's like perfect place, perfect time for Snoop Dogg, because when is a horse going to start crib walking? Only if Snoop Dogg happens to be in the building. Because you can't train a horse how to sea walk. All right,
I know.
He just happened to catch it at the right time.
But he's actually, when I was thinking about this first, I was like, oh, geez, Snoop Dogg. I mean, I'm kind of sick of it. But then when you listen to it back, and I'm like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. He also did the Mike Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight. I don't know if you remember that.
I did
But
not.
he was there for that. Wouldn't you love to be Snoop Dogg though? Like, think about it. Like, at this point, he's such a big famous. He's probably the most famous rapper of all time, if we're being honest. The most famous like world renowned. People know who he is. You just know the name Snoop Dogg, right? It's like Mickey Mouse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
But that's part of the thing that helped him elevate.
Right.
But just imagine being Snoop Dogg, and like everywhere you go, people just want you to sit down and just comment on what's going on. That's the life to have right there.
Man, what do you think is next for him then?
I
mean, he's already hanging out with Martha Stewart. He's got the cooking thing on lock too.
He might come do Hit List Live pretty soon. That's Snoop. This is the official invitation. Hey. You already roasted our coach live on TV. Why don't you come roast us live on Hit List Live? I don't know. I just put it out there. You never know. All right, you're watching Hit List Live right now with Freska and Rudy. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Freska and Rudy. We're running up those numbers. This is one person that not even Snoop Dogg. One thing that not even Snoop Dogg can get away with, and I scoffed when I heard this. If I'm being 100% honest with you, but bald people can now get you into a lot of trouble at work. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Usually the bald guy at work is like the cool guy. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of them here.
Like a Dom Toretto.
Yes.
Or,
We got a couple of them here in the office, a couple in the sales department, and they're like cool guys. Usually the bald guy is like the fun guy, but not in the UK because apparently calling people bald in the United Kingdom while in the workplace can now be considered sexual harassment.
Get out of here.
It's a fact.
Yeah, end up in jail.
I don't understand how it could be sexual harassment, though. What is going on?
Well, I guess it's because, most oftentimes it's men that go bald.
Yeah.
So this male pattern baldness. And if they're using that in the workplace to criticize somebody, then, that could be because it's mostly men. So it's like a gender thing. Then that's probably why.
That's not what sexual harassment means. Unless somebody was like rubbing that scalp, tickling the top of their head or something like that. Like patting it, because sometimes you go up to bald dudes and you just hit it like a bongo.
I don't do that. You do.
I do. All my bald homies have been bongoed out just from the top real quick,
So who's bald here that you would do that?
I don't want to call them out, you know what I'm saying? But, I will pop up a picture. But it's just such an odd thing though. It's such a weird thing that it's sexual harassment. Harassment I could understand. Because you start calling somebody bald, maybe they got alopecia. You saw what happened to Chris Rock. That was immediate.
Oh yeah.
Immediate justice from Will Smith. So I could understand the harassment element. The sexual harassment part that does throw me off a little bit. But hey, the British people have always been a little kinkier.
Kinkier.
So maybe that's their kink.
All that, but okay.
Maybe they think scalps are sexy. I don't know.
Okay, well, it's Freska and Rudy on Hit List Live. You can catch us on 102.9, the best throwbacks in R&B every weekday morning from 6 to 10. All right. Now, speaking of just like harassment and that kind of thing, what do you think about work husbands and work wives at, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's cool as long as your work wife is not my actual wife. If your work wife is just some lady, I'm fine. But if it's my wife, and it's
rude, right?
If she introduces anybody as her anything husband, she's signing paperwork that night. We're gonna have a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so there's this the thing that happened recently. Have you ever watched Song Sung Blue? The
new Neil Diamond impersonator movie?
Yes, with Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. So they have like this really great chemistry, and it's so good that Kate Hudson. I was going to say Kate husband.
Exactly. Freudian slip.
I know. So Kate Hudson called Hugh Jackman her work husband.
See, that's all bad right there.
Now Hugh Jackman's girlfriend is really pissed off.
See, now I'm not mad at her. I get it though. Think about it. You're in a relationship right now. It's a beautiful, loving relationship. Yes. You guys are happy.
Yep.
He's the apple of your eye. Yada yada yada.
But the moment.
Now let's say you go to his Christmas party for work, and some lady just comes up and says, "Oh, my work husband," and she starts like touching his shoulder and all these inside jokes. What's going to be your immediate response?
I have to pull the lady aside.
Oh, you'll pull her to the side?
Yeah, but excuse me.
Wow.
That's rude, right?
Well, but I'm just playing Freska. He's my work husband.
But I'm not playing right now.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. I got a little.
You know what? I know you're from Daly City, so some of that gangsterism might pop out a little bit.
But for real though, that is very. I don't understand how people can get away with this. They're married people or in a relationship, and they have no regard for their relationship when they do those things. When they say that. In this case, though, it wasn't Hugh saying it; it was the other lady. It was Kate.
But anytime that somebody refers to someone as their work husband or their work wife, the other person has already they've partaken in it somehow. Because you don't just say that to somebody unless the other person has acknowledged it, and you guys are like saying that to each other repeatedly. Mm-hmm. So if I hear somebody call my girl, if I'm married, right? Even if it's my girlfriend, if I'm with somebody and I hear some dude call my girl his work wife, I immediately know. I'm like, oh, so you guys are at work playing house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you guys are doing. And that's problematic because, look, we all know what happens at work.
Okay.
People get it in at work.
Right. But
that happens.
But what if your lady said, I'm not saying that. He's trying to say it. I already told him, don't be saying that kind of stuff.
Then cool.
Okay.
Then that's the green. No, she's giving me the green light
to go and light him up.
So now I can go say something to him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I could call him. I could say that he's being out of pocket, that he's being disrespectful.
Thank you.
You know, I might even call him bald and get a sexual harassment charge.
Then you go to jail.
Oh my God.
But anybody who's doing that though, you got to be weary of this. So you got to understand like that's a threat to your relationship. And I don't mean to get all Dr. Phil on you, but it's like that is a threat.
Bald.
And he's bald too. but it's a threat to your relationship because a lot of people know that a lot of relationships start at work. You spend so much time with your coworkers that sometimes things happen. You know what I mean? And if I hear somebody calling somebody else their work husband or their work wife, you can act like you're just playing if you want. But in my mind, you're letting everybody know. If the circumstances present themselves, you guys are gonna hook up. I honestly believe that if you drink just enough eggnog at that Christmas party, or if it's one of those happy hour lunch bunches or whatever, like everybody gets together, something's gonna happen.
So you wouldn't say that if just if you had like a work best friend of the opposite sex?
No. You could be my work bestie, but even that's even that's kind of like teetering the line. But I'll let work bestie slide.
Yeah, work bestie I could slide.
Well, I'll let that slide. But work husband, work wife, no. We're about to get. We're gonna take you to work
not
divorce
doing
court.
It.
Yeah, I want you guys to go to work divorce court.
Oh yeah,
that's
no. This music is not gonna play. No.
Whoa! Imagine you and your work husband have a whole choreographed dance to this song, and your guys just on the side like, what the hell is going on right here?
Yeah.
Nah, not happening, man. I'm not letting it slide.
That upsets me, even just thinking about it.
I know. Hasn't even happened
to my
yet.
boyfriend at his job.
Hey, Mike, I'm sorry, bro, but she's about to check you and all the girls, all the ladies that you work with, man. My bad. I didn't mean to make that happen for you. You're watching Hitless Live right now. It's Freska and Rudy. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Freska and Rudy. Thank you guys so much for joining us right now because it's the new year and it's the first Hitless Live of the year. And because it's the new year, I think it's only appropriate that we talk about this. And I know it won't last long because most of these things never last long, but have you given up on your New Year's resolutions already or not?
I didn't make any.
Okay, that's good.
Because I never followed through with them too.
That's good because a quarter of people, 25% of people give up on their New Year's resolution by the end of the first week of January, which is today. And only 9%, less than 1 out of 10 make it until the end of the year. So you got to ask yourselves, like, do we keep making New Year's resolutions, or is that just like a thing of the past? Is it too much pressure to have a New Year's resolution? What say you?
Here, one that I would always say is I'm never going to be late.
Yeah.
I'm going to always be on time. No, I've been saying that for like 30 years now. So it's never, you got to come to a point where you're just never going to do it because you don't care enough to do it.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, okay, so I'm not going to say that anymore because I'm lying to myself. So I just don't do it. I just say I'm going to do better.
Yeah, I'm going to do better. And I like that so much though because that's so broad. Yes. And that could mean anything.
I'm going to do better.
You know what I'm saying? That could mean that you're just like going to give to charity or something like that. It doesn't mean that you're actually going to fix, your issues. Because I'm late all the time too, but I've stopped saying that I'm not going to be late anymore. And now what I do is my resolution is I'm going to tell people that I won't be there on time. Like it's better to be honest. That's my New Year's resolution is to be upfront and be like, hey, what's up, y'all? Just to let you know, you guys said 5 o'clock. Cool. I'm letting you know right now. I'll be there at 6.
But that
just know that.
And then on top of that, right? Like, people should just tell themselves if they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. You just say like, I'm going to be better at going to the gym. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because then that way you're not completely like disregarding what your resolution is of I'm going to go to the gym all the time. It's like, no, you're not. Just go once a month.
Yeah. Or maybe do one step at a time. Instead of saying you're going to go to the gym, be like, I'm going to get a membership. And then I'm going to pay for it without using it for the first 4 months.
There you go.
And then we'll see where we're at.
See? Because then you're already going to be ahead of the game when you don't have very big expectations for yourself.
I said I was going to stop sports gambling. And then I bet on that Snoop Dogg game and I lost. Thanks a lot, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, man.
I'm blaming Snoop Dogg for this.
And they'll get it twisted too because folks are like, I don't gamble. It's like, dude, those $2 scratchers.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on.
And then the little $20 scratch. That adds up.
It's so funny. People will be like, I used to work in a liquor store back in the day when I was a youngster, and people would be like, they'd come in religiously every single week to play the same numbers for like 20 years for the Super Lotto or the Mega Millions. But then they criticize everybody else like, man, I don't gamble. No, that's bad for you. I'm like, you've spent $75,000 on Mega Millions and you've never won, So, I mean, if you call it what you want, but you're gambling right there.
Yeah. And I'm like, just thinking about my little $2 I'm going to spend after we get off there.
You are. But if you hit, that wasn't gambling. That was an investment.
That's an investment.
You made the right investment
there
right there.
Go. I like that. Hey, it is Freska and Rudy, and you're watching Hit List Live. Remember, we do this every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. So this is a perfect time to go ahead and make an alarm in your phone.
There we go.
Put it in your calendar. That way you'll never miss it.
Make us part of your routine, guys.
Never miss it. Never miss it.
Make that your New Year's resolution.
And you know what else, people, speaking of never missing anything, there's a lot of videos that people love of just eating. Okay, so it's called what is it? What I eat.
One of the trends is called mukbang.
Mukbang.
But the most recent one is what I eat in a day.
What I eat in a day. Hashtag what I eat in a day. Go look that up right now. It's a social media trend. It's a long line of these videos of watching people eat.
Absolutely.
Why do you think we love that so much? Because I love watching them.
Yeah.
I love watching them.
And you can't stop watching them.
I can't.
And even when you're sitting there grossed out, sometimes I'll watch somebody. Sometimes I'll watch somebody like make take a salad bowl.
Yeah.
And then use it as a cereal bowl by putting like 6 packages of Oreos and then filling it up with milk. And I'll in my mind, on an intellectual level, I'm like, this is disgusting. Why would this person do this to themselves? But at the same time, on a primal level, I can't turn away.
But you know what? It's also because you're satisfying that curiosity of what else they're gonna do and what are they gonna have in terms of the ones where they're just overdoing it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But it's like a dopamine hit because it's like a drug. Like your brain actually registers it that way.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching that person, like the other day, I watched. What is his name? Bola?
James Bola.
James Bola. Mm-hmm. And he goes, oh, I have 10 maruchanas.
Wow.
Yeah. And he dumped them all in a bowl.
Yeah.
And he literally was slurping all of the noodles in.
Man.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy cannot possibly eat it. And I just have to watch to see if he's going to eat it all.
And I feel bad. That that's like those type of videos are the ones that we're highlighting right now when it comes to food videos, because there's so many good food videos out there. Like anytime somebody does something where they're like trying, some of the best tacos in the city or where's the best Vietnamese restaurant, like that's respectable. I'm with that. You have one bowl of ramen. You have one Vietnamese sandwich. You give me your opinion. I'm cool with that. But just like I can't turn away from that, I can't turn away from the guy scarfing down 15 burgers.
But it's a trip too, because these food videos go a very long way, right? They go viral. Like everybody wants to go and have this. It's the best
way to go viral.
And my kids were like, Mommy, can we go to the Asian super? I think it was like Pacific Super or Ranch 99. And they're like, you can only get it at the Asian store. And it's an ice cream that looks like a peach. And, I'm like, so we went over there just for this one thing and it was sold out.
Wow. What video, if you're making a video about eating food, what's the first food you're gonna like? What's gonna be your what I eat in a day video?
What I eat in a day.
Yeah, where you headed off to first?
Oh man, I try to make my food.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those.
Well, because I'm trying to lose weight. That's one of my resolutions that I didn't actually say.
See.
But okay, so if it wasn't that, then maybe
because you're not gonna get views off health.
Okay,
people don't want to see healthy stuff.
All right. I'll probably try to go find. It'll be my quest of finding the best place. Best food taco truck with the best quesadilla.
There we go. I'm going to do a video where I put together 16 burritos back to back to back. I just line them up and then I eat 24 feet of burritos. Just chomp through it. Look.
But not, however long it'll take you to finish, I guess.
No, I'm going to have a timer. This is going to be done. This is going to be done like within 12 hours.
So you're going to be the Joey Chestnut of burritos,
Listen,
bro? Like, that's pretty disgusting,
If you want to blow up on Instagram, you got to pay the price, all right?
Okay.
Remember when people were doing the cinnamon challenge? People were eating cinnamon?
Oh, when they were like burning their mouths up?
I'm telling you, man, people will watch anybody do anything just to get some views. And, so if you want to go viral, y'all, I'm not saying eat 24 feet of burritos.
Yeah, go easy on the beans, though.
Yeah, seriously, though, for real. Some of you guys. Especially when you spend 4 hours in the studio with somebody.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, hey.
You ain't got to slide that in there, Jay.
Oh, man.
We don't have any mailbag today.
Yeah. Oh, already?
Yeah, we got through all of it today. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
And nobody hit us up in the mailbag. So just as a reminder, listen, if you're listening,
crazy.
if you're watching Hitless Live right now, just remember, hit us up in the DMs at Freska and Rudy or go to KBLX.com. Send us an email. Ask us anything you want. Literally, if you want to talk about anything that we talked about today or whatever you want us to bring up, just hit us up and we'll answer it.
I love that.
We'll answer it.
I love that.
Your DMs.
And we're going to be having some really cool guests on Hitless Live.
Coming up soon.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? If you want to see somebody on with us, that's something that you could, hit us up about.
That's real. That's a
right?
good one.
Or maybe if you want to be on with us, maybe.
Marshawn Lynch, we're talking to you.
I know.
We want
Marshawn Lynch. Come on, man.
We'll talk about whatever you want,
Let's
dog.
go,
It ain't got to be
dude.
mukbang. It can be whatever you want.
That would be fun. All right, you all. See y'all later.
Peace.